All right, so we got a little introduction here for my dog Jordan, man. Welcome Jordan Grant to the podcast, yo. This is one of my friends, and he's a very genuine person. One of the things that I love about Jordan, bro, again, like I said, he's a very genuine person. Love, positivity, always smiling, and he's gonna bring like good things to the table. So, shout out to you, bro.
Appreciate you.
Jordan right now is a Slamball professional player, so he plays professional Slamball. He played college basketball at WestCon. Any other schools?
Uh, CCRI, I did 2 years there,
Yep.
JUCO.
I remember you
Yep.
being there too. Now that you say that, yep.
Yep.
CCRI, and then he was at Ledyard High School before that, and he's from New London County, so he's definitely. I like to call him a wheeler. I wish he was playing with us, but
I should have.
but yeah, no. You got anything you want to say? You want to shout out your call out your socials, any introduction, part of the introduction that I missed that you want to state?
Nah, it's good, man. My social is Jiggy Grant 22. You can follow me on Instagram. Jumping Like Jordan, also my brand that I'm trying to expand, training brand originally, but kind of trying to maneuver that into a different lane.
That's fire.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's one thing I forgot too. Thank you for saying that. Jordan has some of the craziest bounce you'll ever see in your life. And it's honestly mad funny, bro, because I've seen Jordan dunk on multiple people. So, yeah, bro, please go check him out. Go check out his Instagram. You will see some highlights, bro. Bro got bouncing. If you want to learn how to jump and learn how to get like more athletic, which is, in my opinion, the bare minimum that you need to be at the next level for sports, which a lot of you kids want to get to, go follow his page. He'll teach you how to stay in shape. He'll teach you how to make sure you get your bounce right. And then, yeah, everything he does is leading with positivity. He's not going to be sitting here calling you trash all day and just making sure, like, your demeanor is down. He wants to keep your demeanor up, and he's a positive person, so he's a great person to follow.
I appreciate that, man.
Now you already know, bro. Yo, I promise you, dog. Everything I say is genuine, dog, because you really are such a genuine person, bro. You're very easy to talk to, bro. Even if I don't talk to you, see you, and I don't know how long, bro, I can forget that like I didn't text you back or something, and it's never like, oh, you ain't text me back. No, it's like, bro, I know you busy. You know I'm busy. Like, bro, it's whatever, and that's why you're appreciated, bro.
Right. It's always love, bro.
Always.
I respect it.
All right, so let's get into our interview for the day. We're going to be interviewing Jordan Grant for Slamball today, and then we'll get into our regular podcast after, which he'll be a part of. But we just got a few questions for you today. What got you into Slamball? We know everybody. I feel like I've never met anybody that's actually played Slamball until you.
Yeah.
But we like see that shit on TV. I feel like it's more normal to meet somebody that played like Division I basketball than it is to meet somebody that played Slamball. So how'd you get into that?
Yeah, for sure. Well, to start off, like, there's only 64 people like my age, obviously, that play Slamball. They had it 16 years ago on Spike TV. They canceled it and then decided to bring it back 2023. And we had a draft. There's like 250 people, coming out, and 64 of us made it. So, that was a blessing. And I was just in a space of unknown, So I had moved to Miami with my sister, just kind of trying to figure things out. Like, I had went through some downs in basketball, so I'm like on the fence if I want to keep playing or not. Like, kind of going through a depressed state, and I just got a call randomly, like, would you like to come try out for Slamball? So I'm like,
Slamball. I know you sitting there like, yo, like, this probably ain't the call I was expecting, but shit, what up?
Right, exactly. So, I would watch it as a kid, and as a kid, it's crazy because I always say, like, yeah, I want to play Slamball. That looks fire. So when he called me, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Then he told me, like, how much I would make just from training camp alone. So I'm like, yeah, I'll definitely go do that,
Okay.
So I went out there, took the risk, and I ended up loving it. It was a dope experience.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when it first came out. I thought it was dope. For
It looked
And-
dope,
and,
especially
yeah.
watching that shit from like when you're a kid. You see all these people in the air all the time.
Yeah,
You
it's
see
crazy.
people getting bumped out the air, and that's back when the NFL actually used to be hitting and it used to be okay. So
Right.
you used to see people getting bumped out the air, and then
That's
it's like,
kind of
oh,
probably why I
shit.
liked it so much.
Right. Yeah, it's fun.
It looked fun, man. It definitely looked fun.
Oh man, word. That's what's up, bro. I think that's a very cool story, man, because I think that plays into the fact that everybody thinks that professional athletes just go through all ups. Like everything's just like, yeah, you work hard and then you're just a professional athlete and like there's no downs or like there's very few downs. Like, yo, when you want to like accomplish a goal that big, there are a lot more downs than there are ups. But when those ups come, bro, like them shits, they hit and they feel good. But like, yo, like there's a lot more downs and you have to be able to like stay composed and just be able to like to stay pushing. And I commend you for that, bro, because basketball is one of those sports where as you get older and you keep trying to play professionally, people like just be like, oh, what you still playing basketball for? What you still playing basketball for? Oh, he's still trying to, and it's just like, yo, bro, like I'm living my dream.
Right, yeah.
I'm living, and I respect that for you, like completely, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You know, I feel like, you know, your life is not for anybody else, you know? So people could try to tell you should do this, you should do that, or you should stop doing this. But again, it's like not for them. It's your life to live, you know, and you only get to do it once. So you should do it exactly how you want and whatever makes you happy. And I feel like for me, basketball, like my lows were low, you know? And I feel like I was a late bloomer when it comes to basketball. And like I got a lot to prove, not to anybody else, but to myself, you know? Like I know that I should be somewhere or I could be somewhere, and I know that I worked hard and relentlessly to get to that place. So since I did that, like that's what I'm gonna do, you know.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Respect that, bro. Respect it, man. And again, y'all see why I got him here. Y'all see why I wanted him to be on the show. Like, bro, he's again the positivity, just the relentlessness, and just like we said before, the relentlessness doesn't have to be negative. You don't have to have like some negative fake tough edge. Like, no, bro, like you can be positively working at your goal and speaking life into yourself.
Yeah.
And that's what bro did, man. All right. Let's get into our next question for you. That's my fault. I was supposed to be up already. Good. All right. So we got, what's your most memorable moment from playing Slamball?
I
know I saw you cut your body before. I don't know if that's gonna be the one, bro. But I've seen you catch a bad body on there before. Pause if necessary, but jeez.
That's a tough question, honestly, and nobody ever asked me that. You know, obviously getting drafted, like that was just a crazy experience in itself. You know, just getting the call and like getting to know that it's really happening. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm gonna be here, and like when I got to Vegas, bro, it was like heaven. You know, like my greatest experience so far was playing Slamball, honestly. And
that's tough. That's great to know, bro.
So just knowing that I'm gonna be here for 3 more months getting to do this, that was like a blessing. And then I'm walking into the arena and I see my face on the wall. Like I'm just like, yeah, this is surreal. So
this is it.
Yeah. So like not even anything playing in the game, like all that came later. Like the people I got to meet, and even after I had a great experience. Like once Slamball ended after the championship, the owner of Circuit Casino, like one of the biggest casinos in Vegas, invited like a handful of us out to the top floor of the casino. Yeah, he had drinks for us, cigars. Like it was a vibe. Des Bryant was there. It was
fire.
Yo, the networking, that's fire.
Yeah, it was fire. So
that's fire.
And he's a great guy too. Like he wants to create a lot of opportunities for us as players outside of Slamball too, because we're putting our bodies on the line, and he understands that. Thank God.
Brand partnerships, like things like that.
Right,
Making sure
exactly.
you guys are taking advantage of everything outside of it. I respect it.
Right.
So how does practice look like? Yo, that's a great question, because I know it's competition is high.
Yeah.
And you doing these super acrobatic moves, and you don't want to take somebody out in.
Right.
I know the practice. That's why I want to ask, how does practice look?
Yeah, that is a great question.
I know that shit gotta be funny. That shit gotta be funny.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna sound funnier than what it is, but like to start off practice, we just run around the court jumping from trampoline to trampoline, like running, because going from trampoline to hardwood back to trampoline, like it's tough, So we start off like that. Then, like, believe it or not, we got plays. So, you know, we practice plays, run plays, and, you know, a lot of it was just learning how to jump on trampolines and, you know, learning how to fall correctly.
Bro, that shit not easy.
No, it's not easy.
You ever go to the trampoline park with the
Oh,
kids and
yo,
shit, bro?
man,
You be jumping from
that's
trampoline
what
to
my
trampoline.
question
You be
was.
like, yo, bro, hold up.
Yeah.
This shit ain't
Your
that
knees
easy.
so that's what, like you know, because I know it takes some type of practice, especially I seen them jump from this one to this one, do the dunk, come off, and then have to get to the floor. That gotta have, like, jumping that much and then going to the, you know, regular static floor. It's like, how do y'all keep that energy going? Because in the knees, man,
it's tough. You know, and these are not like trampolines at you know, Sky Zone or nothing. These are Olympic grade trampolines. So, you know, you jump up, you flying 25 feet in the air. Yeah, exactly. And if you jump the wrong way, like whatever way you leaning towards is how your body's gonna fly. So you got to be like super careful jumping on these trampolines. So
that's good to know too.
Yeah. So that's one thing, and then you got to know, like, we got everybody in Slamball is like a freak athlete. Like, we have NFL players, XFL players, overseas basketball players, G League players. So
yo, that's again, yo, I'm so happy we did this interview. I did not know that y'all have NFL players, XFL players. I did not know y'all had them in the league.
Yeah, so it's like all like high level athletes, you know. So I'm like one of the smallest people there, and I'm 6'3", you know. So I mean, another big thing is like people can hit you, obviously, if you're dribbling the basketball. So my position is basically like a point guard in Slamball. So I'm the person taking the hits.
Bro, I was about to say point guard, tough enough in regular basketball with people trying to swarm you.
Right. So now you got grown NFL players coming to hit you, right? So that's another thing you gotta like kind of practice towards too, like dribbling the basketball, getting hit with contact. I remember when I first got back, I came back to Connecticut after Slamball, and I was meeting with my trainer out in Westerly, and I couldn't lift my arms like past here just from dribbling the basketball, lowering my shoulder into people trying to take hits, like cook my shoulders. So yeah, it's a lot more to it. Your body takes a toll. Like all the NFL players will say, like, and again, it might be hard to believe, but they'll say, like, yo, one Slamball game is definitely harder than an NFL game.
That's a statement.
Yo,
it's really crazy. So it's like
I can kind of sense it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
bro, you're jumping all game. There's no one basketball is a continuous sport.
Right.
So you don't get that break that you get after every play.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're jumping the entire time. Jumping and defending the entire time. Even when you're playing defense, you have to jump because you want to block the shot, the dunks. And then putting your body on the line and stuff just as much as football. And now you don't have pads.
Right.
Or do you guys have pads at all? Like little, like you guys got shell pads, right?
We wear like little pads underneath, but nobody really wears them.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they barely do anything for you. So.
If I was more athletic, that would have been my type of game.
It's like a cup.
I ain't gonna lie.
It's like a cup in football. Don't nobody wear that shit.
Right, exactly.
But word. All right, Joe. That's smooth. You got anything else to say about that?
Yeah, not really. That's crazy. And not to mention, like, we play 2 games a day. So
yo, this is I didn't know that. Sheesh.
Yeah, so when the weekends come, like, you know, you're not doing nothing physical except strictly Slamball. And, you know, we in Vegas, so we want to do stuff. But, you know, we'll buy a section at Dreas or something on Thursday, then we play a Slamball game at Friday, and we like, nah, we're not even going.
Tomorrow about to be a long day. Right. I ain't even gonna go.
I got a quick question. I got random questions. My bad.
Yeah.
What was the worst body you ever seen? The craziest body you ever seen?
Shout out my boy Adam. He like put my other boy Tiki, my fault Tiki, but he put him on a poster. Like it was the you know, we on YouTube, you can watch the games on YouTube. So it was like the thumbnail for YouTube, his body. It was crazy. And it was one of the first games too. So I'm like,
we might have to go find that.
Yeah. So that was my wake up call. That's all I needed to see. I'm like,
I mean, you catching bodies what, like 10 times a game? Like as far as in the game you catch, it's like 10 bodies,
like
right?
Individually or total?
Total.
Oh no, you getting dunked. Everybody getting dunked on.
Okay, so it's not. I just wanted to know what was the craziest one.
Yeah, but it gets serious though.
Like we talking serious, or we get like.
You gotta be, bro. You.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Football
And it's
with
physical.
shells, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, they're able to have contact with you like football, and you're wearing shells, bro. That shit would get me mad as fuck. That shit would, bro.
Basketball players don't like getting touched.
Yo, that shit would get me mad as. Bro, I'm a football player. And that shit would still get me mad. I like contact.
But I heard you didn't like to get touched when you was a
that was the type of football player I was, though.
I hate to come home being dirty.
But that's why I tell kids now, if you don't want somebody to be physical with you, and I had to learn this, be physical first. That's why I became a jamming corner.
Yeah.
Because it's like, no. We're not doing this shit to where you get into my space. No. I'm gonna crowd your space. I'm gonna be in your shit early. So that was my thing.
I respect it.
But yeah.
And I want to throw this in real quick that Khalid, you don't get enough flowers as you should for being an athlete that you was. Like,
I appreciate it, bro.
he was a boy. Like, I ain't gonna lie. And whenever I talk to somebody about football, like, they always bring your name up. Like, the most slept on is definitely you. So people need to start throwing you your flowers some more.
I really do appreciate that, bro. I don't talk about myself much, bro. I really just I try to let people that loved my game do the talking for me, and it's always appreciated because I do hear it in.
I've been trying to tell them.
It's smooth. I love it, man.
Because
I love it because it's better than me having to talk about it and be like, yeah, well, I was this and that. And it's just like, bro, I felt like I did well enough to where people gonna give me my flowers when they feel like it's necessary.
Right. But starting up this podcast, and you talking about these sports, a lot of people look at you like, who the hell are you to
they was coming at us crazy.
Nah, that's why that's why I want to let y'all know that he was really a dog.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like, we have dogs up here. You know what I'm saying? We got a boxer. We have a two-way athlete that could have went D1, but he chose to do education. Flea, nasty. Josh, leading scorer. You know what I'm saying?
Josh was All-American in college. Flea was the freaking player of the month for multiple months, averaging over 30 in college. That's
what I'm saying. Put some respect on our name, man.
All right, Joe. Last question for you, Jordan, before we get into our sports for today. Is there a difference in your training for Slamball than when you trained for basketball? Because you played college basketball, so you played basketball at a very high level. That's another thing I want to say too. Guys, please stop shitting on D3 and stuff, because this usually comes from young kids that don't understand what it is. Older people usually don't do this, but young kids understand that basketball at any level or any sport at any level at a college level is big time.
Yeah.
Just know one of the best players in the area from the last 10 years, and I'll say this in my opinion, granted the last couple years, they've been doing this is before all the reclassing. So Mikey Bassetto, in my opinion, was the best player to come out this 10-year stretch, and he was at a D2 school and ended up transferring down to D3 so he could be home and have fun and stuff. But he's a dog, yo. So I want anybody that ever got some shit to talk about D3, go see Mikey. Go see Jalen and tell me go see Jordan. Tell me bro, cut all that disrespect. Make sure y'all just show respect for anybody who's doing something that you think you want to do.
Right.
But my fault, Jordan.
Nah, it's good. And to harp off the D3 thing for a quick second, obviously, I went D3 2 years and played against talent,
Bro, some dogs.
Yeah, I played in the TBL for 4 years. That's a professional league here in the States. I played in Dominican Republic, and D3, I seen some dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Some dogs that could go to those places I played and kill. So don't sleep on D3. Basketball is basketball. If you got an opportunity to play, go take it.
No matter where it is, that's
right.
a fact.
Yeah.
But yeah, just in case you forgot, the question was the difference between training in basketball and training in Slamball.
Right. So, obviously after Slamball, I realized you got to be a grown ass man. I can't be a $180 no more going into there and just thinking I'm gonna do whatever. It gets different. So, you definitely got to train your legs more. You got to train your core, shoulders. Obviously, I said I couldn't even lift my shoulders up. So definitely working on your body as a whole more for Slamball. And then a lot of, I'll do a sled push into a sprint, just to get some like me pushing some force into like a full out sprint, because that's like what a lot of slam ball is about. But for the most part, it's like a lot of the same training. Like a lot of things correlate, but I feel like you kind of got to train more like a football player for slam ball as well. So like a hybrid athlete, which is dope.
Yeah.
So I get to build my body more, like starting to feel better than ever. Like I'm 30 years old and I feel like, you know,
in
I'm
the
24.
best shape of your life.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And that's another thing, like slam ball, that just honestly made me want to play basketball more. Which is like
That's
good
dope.
and bad. Yeah.
You get on that court now, I don't think nobody moving you. That's what I'm
Right,
yeah,
Yeah,
just
man.
yeah.
Trust me, I just
'Cause he
stepped on
used
the
to-
court with him in the league like a few weeks ago. Honestly, not thank God. I'm happy you're okay, but he got injured in the first couple of minutes, so he didn't play for the rest of the game.
Right.
But it would have been a completely different game if he was. Let's
Yeah.
just say that.
I wish I did play. That's the game I was looking forward to too. So I was mad. I'm like, dang, I can't play. But no, honestly, like, you know, I dialed it back now. But when I first got back from slam ball and I'm playing pickup, like I'm really like
I know you. Was-
hella aggressive, you know.
I gotta be.
And it works too. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm kind of mad that I've been removed for slam ball the amount of months that I have, because I like being aggressive like that because it works. But yeah, like super physical. Like, you know how the football players go play pickup.
Me?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm sorry, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yo, if you ever been to if you go to college, bro, and you ever see football players play pickup, bro, you know exactly what he's talking about. You know when they in the gym, that shit is hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
Mad athletic, mad bounce, mad missed layups.
I'm gonna be physical as hell. I'm like, yo.
Yo.
And I don't want to hear no foul. I don't want to hear
Oh man, last question. How does it go with like? Do y'all shoot threes and shit? Like, you guys can block threes, right?
Yeah, we could block threes.
So do y'all shoot them?
Yeah. So a 3-pointer is like, it's like 38 feet or something crazy like that. So further than the NBA, but yeah, people shoot it's worth 4 points. It's crazy because Coach Carter, like, you know the movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah, the actual Coach Carter is a coach in slam ball.
Dog,
So,
what?
Yeah. So
Yo, he's dropping gems, bro.
Just leave it
Yo,
there.
Hold up, stop.
Just
that.
leaving it there.
Yo, hold up. Yo, if you guys have ever seen the movie Coach Carter,
Coach Carter was
yo, classic.
It's-
Basketball movie. If you haven't, please go watch it. Especially if you're a young kid, you'll see why I don't be putting up with y'all bullshit. But yo, he is the actual person that the movie was based on. Is a coach for slam ball.
That's crazy.
That is crazy, yo. Thank you for that, Jordan. You keep going.
like the Coach Carter that you would think he is, like he's not. Like he's super cool, he's super chill. That's my dog. But his team, like all he wants them to do is shoot threes, so or 4-pointers.
Okay.
So yeah, that's their whole MO, like just strictly shooting. Granted, they was the worst team in the league. They got some dogs on there too, but just because you know it's so far, like your chances of making it decrease, obviously, especially if you got an elbow pad on or something.
Then you got to deal with the fact that somebody's at the rim trying to block it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So actually, my mistake. But if you shoot a 4-pointer, you can't block it. But if you shoot like if you shoot a jump shot on the trampoline, then somebody could block it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, then yeah, I'm shooting fours all day.
Yeah,
That's what you say.
not if you're inefficient.
Yeah.
You sit
If
there,
the
you
elbow
just
stuff
take
is
the damn
crazy,
game.
you have to shoot with that. Okay.
Honestly, I think I'm about to start. I think I'm gonna tune into slam ball more because I've been getting tired of. I'm getting tired of professional sports that are like too big because they have like the sports books involved and all this other shit, and it, like you kind of know like what's gonna go which way or like why something like or why a team doesn't win. And it's just like, yeah, I'd rather watch something with a little bit more competition, where it's gonna be like a little bit more random. Like this is real competition. We talked about this last week too. That's one of the problems we think the NBA has. It's not a real competition. We feel like everything's like kind of like you know what's gonna happen.
I got one question. It was a 2-part question. If you do want to share as far as the off-court things, what are your aspirations with slam ball on the court and off the court? What are your aspirations off the court?
You know, off the court, I just want to keep building my brand as, you know, a figure, athlete, whatever it is, you know. So, slam ball is like a tool that can help me propel that. you know, obviously it puts a nice check in my pocket, and then it gives me like enough notoriety to where I can do a couple more things.
Networking is crazy.
Exactly. You know, basketball is still a thing for me. I really don't care what level I'm playing at. I just love playing the game. So, continue to do that. I'll probably actually join the team at the end of this month.
Okay.
Yeah, but as far as like off the court, you know, just my brand jumping like Jordan started as a training brand, and like I just kind of want to maneuver into a community-based organization.
Okay.
We have like conflict arising in our community, which really doesn't have to be the case. You know, it's dumb,
You ain't
honestly,
lying.
and we need to. Somebody got to put it into it. You know, so I feel like there's a lot of people that could and that don't do it. You know, so somebody got to be the one to do it, and there's people like you guys. And there's other people outside that's helping that might get overlooked, like we talked about before. But you know, just start putting together more events in our community to where, you know, we can get that feel back to, because New London, I mean, starting to not really feel like a home. But you know, growing up, I always admired New London because I'm like, that's a real community right
Family.
there. You know, yeah, that's a family. So I feel like in New London County in general, we're losing that. You know, so I kind of want to jump in like Jordan to be like a group or a brand that brings that feeling back together.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
And that's what I always told Khalid. This is like an outsider because I'm from Waterbury but lived in Virginia for like 12 years.
Okay.
And that was the first thing I noticed about New London is just the camaraderie that they have
Right.
around here. You know, I know it has this inner workings where, you know, if you're from here, then you know.
Right.
But on the outside looking in, it looked like it's a community.
Yeah.
You know, you go to the games, you see them, you know, loud and proud. You go around, you know. I think the pride is still there, but what you got going on and asking for or wanting to do, I think it will help it grow even further.
Sure.
In my point of view. Yeah, so.
I think I'm sure it will.
Yeah.
Anything. The big thing about it is, it's like it doesn't pay to give back to your community. So a lot of the brighter minds that are like worried about like their pockets because like they're being like people are like asking them to like do specific things and paying them to do specific things because they have such bright minds. But a lot of those minds, if they come together and like help out the community, things get so much further along. All right. Like, and everybody doesn't have to take on, and I think that's a problem too. Everybody try to take on everything themselves. Collaboration is big, but also we need to not try to, and this is again why I love Jordan, we need to not try to use the kids or like, yeah, we get grant funding or this and that so that we can be there for them. We need to be there for them whether we're getting paid to be there for them or not. That's the point. And that's the point he's trying to drive home. Like, yo, no matter what, if you're not getting paid for this shit, so fucking what? This is your community. This is the place where you want your kids to grow up in. So shit, you should probably put some effort into it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I completely agree, bro.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
I'm glad you said that because, you know, I was talking to a close friend of mine about a game in the near future that I'm trying to put together. And he was just like telling me, take into account, like, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Like, how are you going to get paid? And I'm like, honestly, I'm not worried about getting paid from this right now. This is not about me. And I mean, he has a point, you know, to each his own.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, you know, you're going to be taking on a heavy workload. Like, at the end, you're going to be like, where's my check at? And that's not really how I'm looking at it. I know that, you know, eventually probably money will come from it, you know, somehow. But
Yeah, but that's the thing. We're smart enough to be like, yo, we build a brand and be like, I bet our money can come from. And again, if we're smart, we know that all this freaking social media and all this stuff, your money can come from building a brand through social media. And I just dropped a gem for y'all. But like, yo, your money can come from building a brand through social media, people watching your YouTube videos that you post consistently all the time. And then like, yo, people love sports videos. People love like motivational videos. But like finding ways to benefit without it like coming from the community or taken out from the community, like that's what needs to happen.
that part, for sure.
All right. Yo, again, yo, Jordan, thank you for coming on, bro. Like again, we gonna keep going with this, but I gotta keep thanking you.
Appreciate it.
Yo, this is
Appreciate
this
it.
episode.
Well, I like
this
it,
episode
man.
is running for one of the. Every time we get a guest, yo, I say the same thing, but yo,
it's dope.
it keep getting better and better. Yo.
Yeah,
Like yo,
It's
this
dope.
is a great interview.
I appreciate y'all having me for sure too.
Nah, I appreciate it. He said, "Yo,
Anytime you
I
wanna
got
come
somebody,
back, bro.
I got somebody, stuff like that. I'm with it. I always tell him like interviews, cause he, like I said, I call him Mr. New London. He got the connections and everything else. But
He the mayor.
yo, like when I met him, it was New London through and through. You couldn't tell.
Yo, I go anywhere talking about New London. They used to try to get on me for UConn for that. Like, yo, where you from? Like, I'm from New London. Shut up. What you talking about?
I was like, yo,
They used to be
relax.
like, yo, you got your city tatted on you? Like, yes, I got New London tatted on my chest. A lot of us do, but like that's just how we rock. They used to think that was the craziest thing. They was like, yo, imagine me getting an H on my chest, dude from Hartford and shit. And that's just
I don't know.
But we got a different type of pride here, man.
I never even heard of New London before. I was like, I thought it was a lie when I first heard about New London. When I met his sister, I was like, yo, what the
There ain't nothing down
I was
there.
like, it's not no New London. I was like, yo, because I'm from Waterbury. Because that's the crazy part. We met down south, and we didn't know that we both was from Connecticut. So once we made that connection, I was like, nah, I'm from Waterbury. She was like, yeah, I'm from New London. I had to go to Google Maps. I was like, nah, you lying. I was like, I ain't never heard of y'all before. So nah, it's a dope community.